Rain tapped softly against the glass windows of a quiet roadside café. At a corner table sat Ethan Cole, 34, a tired single father with worn hands and kind eyes. His cheap tea had long gone cold, but he didn't notice. His mind was somewhere else, somewhere between unpaid bills and the memory of his daughter's laugh before she passed away 2 years ago. He came here every evening, not for tea, but for silence, or maybe to escape it. The bell above the cafe door chimed. 4 identical little girls walked in, same height, same black coats, same wide observant eyes. They looked out of place, not lost, no. They moved with purpose. Ethan barely glanced up until they stopped at his table. One of them leaned closer and whispered, "Excuse me, can you pretend to be our father?" Ethan blinked. "What?" Another girl quickly added, her voice trembling. "Just for a few minutes, please. He's watching us." Ethan's heart skipped. "Who is?" The third girl subtly tilted her head toward the window. A black SUV, engine running, a man inside, staring. The fourth girl finally spoke, her voice the calmest of all. "Our real father is Victor Hale. He's a CEO, very powerful, but today, someone is trying to take us." Silence. Rain grew louder. Ethan looked at them, really looked. These weren't ordinary kids. Their coats were expensive, their fear, real. "Why me?" Ethan asked quietly. The first girl smiled faintly. "Because you look like someone who wouldn't walk away." That hit deeper than it should have. Ethan exhaled slowly, then nodded. "All right, sit down." The girls instantly relaxed, sliding into the booth beside him. One of them grabbed his arm tightly. Right on cue, the cafe door opened again. A tall man stepped in, scanning the room. Ethan didn't look up. Instead, he gently placed his hand over the little girls. "Finish your tea," he said softly, loud enough to be heard. "We'll go home after this." The man paused, watched, then walked out. The SUV engine roared to life and disappeared into the rain. Minutes passed. The girls didn't move. Neither did Ethan. Finally, one whispered, "You saved us." Ethan shook his head. "No, I just sat here." The calmest girl looked at him with surprising depth. "No," she said, "you chose not to leave." An hour later, black luxury cars surrounded the cafe. Men in suits rushed in, and behind them, a man stepped forward. Sharp suit, commanding presence, eyes full of controlled panic. Victor Hale. The girls ran to him. "Daddy." For a moment, the powerful CEO wasn't powerful at all. He dropped to his knees, holding all 4 of them tightly. Then he stood and turned to Ethan. "You," Victor said, his voice low, "are the man who protected my daughters." They asked nicely. Victor studied him. "You have no idea what you've just done." Ethan gave a faint smile. "Actually, I do. I helped kids who needed it." Victor's expression softened, just slightly. "Men like you are rare." He paused. "Come work for me." Ethan blinked. "I'm not qualified for CEO jobs." Victor shook his head. "I'm not offering you a job in my company." A beat. "I'm offering you something more important." The girl stepped forward again, grabbing Ethan's hands. "Stay," one said. "Please," another added. Victor looked at him directly. "My daughters don't trust easily. Today, they chose you." Ethan felt something shift inside him, something he thought had died long ago. A purpose, a connection, a reason. That night, for the first time in years, Ethan didn't go home to silence.